Hey guys, it's Gina. So it's been another kind of hectic day. What day isn't it, right? Oh crap, I forgot to do laundry. Did that after this. Anyway, one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today are how smells can affect our mood. And it's kind of interesting. I was driving to work one morning, and on the radio station, there was, I listened to the local Christian station here, and they don't really have ads, but it was like an ad for some sort of, I guess, a Bible study podcast thing that you can, subscribe to. So, anyway, it was talking about how we are the aroma of Christ, but they were saying that this neighbor smells your steak cooking on the grill, and the aroma of the steak like makes your new neighbor who's never met you before become friendly to you because it's so inviting. And I guess for some people that would be inviting. I'm not that person, so I'd be like, oh, but that's a whole other subject that we're not going to talk about here. But I got to thinking about how, the scratch and sniff stickers from when we were a kid. Do y'all remember those? Oh my gosh. And how like different smells like generate memories or feelings in your head. So like if you walk into an Italian restaurant, you smell the oregano and the basil and all of the little spices and the you can smell the tomato and it just like makes you hungry for Italian food even if you weren't before. It's kind of the same thing with, like my mom was making some whole food plant-based no-bake chocolate chip or chocolate cookies, the oatmeal kind with the peanut butter and chocolate. But they are whole food plant-based. We found a recipe that actually seems to work pretty well. Anyway, so my daughter walked in and you could smell a little bit of the vanilla and the chocolate. And she goes, "What's that smell?" She goes, "Oh, cookies." And of course, her mood changed immediately because all of a sudden, whatever sassy tantrum moment she was about to have was all of a sudden, oh, if I'm good, I'll get a cookie. So I kind of wanted to talk to you about how smells can affect our moods and trigger memories and actually also trigger bad memories as well. But then in the meantime, my mom sent me this article that was talking about how vanilla flavoring can be synthesized in the lab and how they're going to, scientists have figured out how to like grow it from a bacteria using plastic waste, like, the plastic water bottles that we throw away or any of that. And so I'm sitting here going, you could be eating, and I'm not saying they're doing it yet, and I don't know if it'll ever be FDA approved, et cetera, but they have figured out how to do that. They have figured out how to take our plastic waste and make vanilla flavoring. And it could be in the foods that you're eating, which is another reason why you might want to consider that whole, single ingredient food list. If you can't pronounce it, if it's not the actual food, don't eat it. But that's just an opinion I have, so just, take it for what it's worth. But I don't want to be eating a plastic water bottle. I don't care how hungry I get. But anyway, so as y'all know, I actually am a independent distributor member for Young Living Essential Oils. So I'm going to actually show some of the oils that I like to diffuse and smell. But, oils are something that some people love, some people don't. And I'm not going to tell you that Young Living is the only pure oil out there. I will tell you that a lot of the essential oils out there are adulterated, and I trust the company. So I feel like if they have it, then I know it's safe for me to be breathing in and having it, go into my brain and through my nose and everything else. Now, not all the oils out there are of that kind of quality. So you do have to do your own research and figure out what works for you and what you're willing to accept. Some people will be okay eating vanilla made out of plastic bottles. I'm not going to be one of those people, like, ever. So, but anyway, so I was thinking about how we're already in July, and I don't know if everyone does this or if it's just a me thing, but July is kind of like, ugh, because it meant school's about to start. And I know I'm still in school, so it's like goes on all year long. And I've been in the workforce now for, I don't know, 3,000 years. So it's like summers don't happen anyway. But I do remember a time when summer was summer, and I loved it so much. And which is part of the whole chasing sunsets aspect, is to recapture that feeling. And so by the time you get to July, then you're getting your school shopping finished up, you're getting back into pre-athletics, which means, 2-a-days, and hot, especially in Texas, it's hot. So, so I remember thinking, oh, July just meant the end of the fun. You had a couple more weeks and that was it. So you didn't have the freedom that you were going to have, and that summer just didn't last as long as you wanted it to. It never does. But so I was thinking, but we're about to get into fall. And I was thinking, man, so probably by end of August, I project that everything's going to be pumpkin spice, because you know how that goes in the fall. They start putting out everything, and everything's pumpkin spice. Starbucks will start their pumpkin spice stuff. Everybody will start pumpkin spice. And when you smell that kind of smell, you think fall, you think cozy, you think sweaters, you think festivals, to me, that's what it conjures up in my head. And so, I was thinking about, I do the same thing with my diffuser. This is clove, and I'm smelling it because I can, and I know you can't smell it. I know you want to. You want to, right? Right? But I'll put a drop of clove, a couple drops of orange, maybe a drop of cinnamon in my diffuser, and just let it, diffuse in the house. And it just has that spicy, citrusy aroma that just speaks fall, and then and even if it's 110 degrees outside, you can kind of psych your brain out a little bit, because you can remember those memories. And one of the other things that I like to do is I like to diffuse peppermint. To me, peppermint says Christmas time. I don't know why. Peppermint hot chocolate, maybe? I don't know. But peppermint to me is Christmas time. But the weird thing is that peppermint is one of those things that, a lot of people are like, oh, it's so invigorating. And it is. But to me, it's also very calming. And I don't know if it's just because it just generates a memory in my head that makes me just go, oh yeah, I got this. I can do this moment, and I don't have to be overwhelmed in the moment. So it's amazing how scents, whether it's bacon cooking on the stove, whether it's pancakes baking on the griddle, whether it's cookies baking in the oven, whether it's, spaghetti marinara sauce, bubbling on the stovetop, those smells can generate memories and make you either happy, they can make you sad, they can make you angry. They can make you sleepy. They can invigorate you. They can do all kinds of things. So what I really wanted to just kind of talk about is how you can take control of your mood by diffusing essential oils, or baking cookies if you want to do it that way. You could do it the hard way, or you could just put a couple of drops in a diffuser and move on. But so, one of the things that I love is Stress Away. This stuff makes me so sleepy. It just relaxes me. It is vanilla and lime, and I have no idea what else, but it's just a little, to me, it smells like an ocean breeze with a little bit of a limeade in my hand, sitting there with the sun and the ocean breeze, and that it's like swaying in a hammock, and I can be asleep in 10 minutes with it. But other people, it doesn't necessarily conjure up those same, emotions. But for me, for some reason, that's what Stress Away does. It has that lime and vanilla, vanilla type fragrance. Very relaxing, very wonderful. So, then we also, this last year, Young Living did announce a vanilla Oh, I tell you what, that is like having cookies baking in the oven. It is so yummy. Now, this is actually pure vanilla oleo resin that is in fractionated coconut oil. Now, a lot of the oils will tell you how to diffuse it on the side, because the FDA does go in there and regulate how oils are used. But and there are some of the Young Living oils that you can take internally. Just read the label; it'll say if it is. But I really just kind of want to talk about how to get your happiness back by using a fragrance. So, take a moment and think about something that really makes you happy. And who cares if it's July? If it is pumpkin spice, figure out a way to get your house smelling like pumpkin spice, or your office or something, and one of the little tricks that a lot of us that do Young Living, we love to do, take a little votive candle holder, just a little pretty little votive candle holder, put a cotton ball in it, put a couple of drops of the oil that you want to smell, set it right next to your computer. It's just enough, so you're not having like a diffuser going in your office, but it's just enough. I will also tell you that I still do wear a face mask going around town and in the office a lot, because I just don't want to catch whatever crap, and I don't trust that everything's going to be the way they say it is. So I still wear a face mask when I'm around a lot of people. I will put a drop of an essential oil on the edge of my face mask. Sometimes it depends on the strength. Like peppermint, I'll put it over on the edge because it's pretty strong. Just a little bit. I mean, I just touch it to the bottle, and it is really strong. But if it's something that's like lemon, I might put it like in the center of the mask because it's not as strong. So you have to kind of play with it a little bit. But and I find that it's just refreshing because I put the mask on. I'm like, ooh, that's actually nice. I like it. So find a way to make your mask happy, right? But anyway, so I just wanted you to take a second and think about the smells. Ylang ylang has a nice little light floral scent. And so to me, it reminds me of like Mother's Day for some reason, even though I never bought my mom ylang ylang flowers. I don't think I've ever received ylang ylang flowers, but it's not overpowering floral, but it's just got a little bit of a floral scent. There's, lemon, orange. I mean, there's all kinds of different ones that you can diffuse, and you can bring back some happiness, and it can also help you just not be so stressed out, and, or go cook some bacon if that's what does it for you, or go make some cookies, like I said. But use scents to help you chase your sunset, help you get your stress level down, help you just relax and be in the moment. Help you control your toddler by making cookies, whatever works, right? But, because there is something said about when you smell that vanilla and that chocolate just wafting through the air, and you're just like, where is that? And it just smells good. And then, some people like going by like a coffee shop. They'll smell the coffee aroma, even if I don't even like the taste of coffee, but just smelling the coffee aroma triggers certain memories with me from different times that I've been out with friends or something. And I'm like, oh yeah, So find a scent that you like and put it in carry it with you. Find a way to carry it like an essential oil. I would recommend that you be careful with scents that are synthetic, because they've got all kinds of different chemicals in them and stuff, and so that can get a little iffy with your health, and you can research that. So, carry an orange. If you don't want to do an essential oil, just carry an orange around with you that day, and a piece of the peeling around, and just, you can throw it away after a few hours or whatever. But it's amazing how, because that's where the orange essential oil comes from, is from the peeling. So I don't know if you know that or not. Make some orange juice. It's amazing, that smell, that sweetness, that citrusy smell will just, can refresh you and just kind of clear your mind, and where you can think about your day and get your to-do list done. So just take a few minutes, find your scent, chase your sunset, and, don't be too jealous that I'm over here smelling stress away, because I really have had a stressful day, so this smells amazing, and I'm so ready for it to be over. I have about 10 hours worth of homework that I need to do as soon as my toddler goes to bed in a few minutes. So that's going to be fun. But, so I'll probably be doing some peppermint to kind of get my brain engaged again. But just, find a scent that works for you and, go enjoy your time. Spend your moments in your day and enjoy the summer. We have about a month left of it. And if everywhere else is any indication of like what Texas is going through, it's hot there too. So, and for me to say it's hot, it's hot because, I'm the girl in the sweater 24/7, 365 days a year. So, but anyway, go have a wonderful day. Go find a scent that makes sense to you, that you love, that brings back memories. Make some memories with a new scent. Diffuse or use a food. That's always a great way. And just have a fabulous week, and I will see you next week. Bye.